In the last two episodes of Hidden Bosses, we looked at two players from Japan, in the east of Asia. This video will be a little different in that we'll be looking at the Middle East, in particular, the GCC and their best player Steel Rhydon. Steel Rhydon is a Smash player from the Middle East who frequently competes in both Melee and Ultimate. He currently sits at rank 1 on the Melee power ranking and was considered at least top 5 in Ultimate pre-COVID. For those of you who are curious, the GCC region consists of Bahrain, the UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, and Saudi Arabia. Although it sounds like there would be a big player base here, the total number of players for Melee is quite small. So, where did Steel Rhydon come from? How good is he? And how did he become the best in this region? Steel Rhydon actually started off playing Smash 4 in 2015 when he first discovered a small local scene in his home country, Bahrain. It was here where he met other Melee players and decided to pick up the game. Initially, Steel Rhydon mained Luigi because he loved to wave dash down smash with him and loved Luigi combos. In 2016, he would enter his first tournament and take first place over Bean from Saudi Arabia, one of the best players from there at the time. With Slippy's release in 2020, Steel Rhydon would make the switch from Luigi to Marth because of his love of the Fire Emblem series, particularly the games where Marth was in. After switching, Steel Rhydon would develop a strong drive to improve and a solid plan on what to do to achieve this. The first result that Steel Rhydon was satisfied with after switching to Marth was in the first big Slippy event for the Middle East in August 2020. The tournament was called Rolling Sands and he placed third behind Big K and Bushaheen, who got second and first respectively. This was pretty impressive since he only switched to Marth 1.5 months prior to this event. Playing Melee religiously would help Steel Rhydon improve dramatically. He would spend 2 to 4 hours a day on the game, and with this time, he would invest it in solo practicing on Uncle Punch, playing frequently with others, and reviewing his own VODs. He would focus on improving 1 or 2 aspects of his gameplay at a time, rather than a multitude of things at once. He also had no shame in asking for help and discussing the game with others. Although he had great ideas for improvement, he still believes that he's somewhat disadvantaged, being in a region that has few top players who are not always available to play with. Furthermore, the connection from Bahrain to Europe is not viable for online play, and although the connection from Bahrain to Southeast Asia is a little better, it's still not that great. He states that leveling up in his region right now is a huge struggle because of this, but somehow he has made it work and has done wonders in the GCC. Last year in 2021, Steel Rhydon entered 13 Melee events and dominated the region. He won every tournament he entered in this period and had a perfect record, dropping a total of 0 sets. Against the most notable players in his region, he is 9-0 versus Lems, 5-0 versus Ice-T, 6-0 versus TNR, 4-0 versus Bushaheen, 2-0 versus Silver Axel, and 1-0 versus Burashid. With these results, it is clear that he is the undisputed best player in the GCC. As such, if Steel Rhydon is ever able to attend events abroad, the international scene would likely recognize his talent and ability. So today I have a special guest who I think can validate or support the claim that Steel Rhydon is a high-level player. When top player Spark was in Pakistan during the latter half of the pandemic, he was able to netplay with Steel Rhydon quite frequently. This is what Spark has to say about Steel Rhydon's playstyle and potential.
When I first came to Pakistan, I didn't really expect to play a player of a super high caliber, but I was happily proven wrong when I played Steel Rhydon. He very quickly was able to prove to me that he was a top 100 caliber player in the Fox matchup, which is like my second best character. And in the Sheik matchup, he had some struggles, but we had a lesson. I taught him about tap jumping out of Marth's up throw and how you can read that and juggle Sheik really hard. And he caught on pretty quickly, and so it's clear to me that if he just was able to get more experience, then he would easily be able to climb the ranks. And yeah, it's just wild to me because you wouldn't expect a player of that caliber to be from Bahrain of all places, you know. And so yeah, I just really hope he gets to travel and show the world, you know, so people will finally believe me.
Although Steel Rhydon has never played abroad, he definitely wants to do so eventually as he plans to move forward with melee. He believes that he has the potential to make it big in this game, considering the fact that he improved this quickly exclusively playing in a somewhat dead region. This is his favorite fighting game to compete in, partly because of how fluid it feels and the fact that it gives players the ability to express themselves. He also feels so lucky that Marth suits him because he loves the character so much. Although it's not going to be easy for him to become a great competitor because of work commitments and religious limitations, he believes he can make it work and is determined to improve. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to follow Steel Rhydon, you can check out his Twitch channel and Twitter in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.